I'm going to run a few words concerning today's episode. And if you know what I'm talking about, why don't you just listen closely? Here we go. Fire! Goobers! Does that sound familiar to you? One more time. Fire! Goobers! Did you get the picture? These are expressions that people say in a crowded theater. That's today's episode of Give Me a Break. So why do people always say these words, fire and goobers? Well, not just goobers. If you see the episode tonight, man, where well, it's been spent the time with Charlie, and you catch him, and you come up saying goobers, that must mean that he must not be violent. His freedom of speech right. If you guys didn't know, the First Amendment gives us the right to say whatever we want. But it does not tell us that we're free to say fire in a crowded theater. You may be going off like, oh, the First Amendment gives you the right to say whatever I want. Or speak any language I want, this and that. I don't think so. As you'll see. As you see later, there are many times we get in jail for disturbing the peace. But isn't it wrong to say like fire in a crowded theater? It could be. But you'll never know. According to some similarities that YoExpert.com, the question is it legal to shout fire in a crowded theater? Hey, buddy. The idea of falsely shouting fire in a crowded theater arose from the Supreme Court's 1919 decision of a case in Chile versus United States Court ruled. Money saying the First Amendment protects freedom of expression, which does not protect against dangerous speech. Can you yell fire in a theater? If you were to look it up on Wikipedia, you would find out about it yourself. Wikipedia says it's a popular metaphor of speech actions made for the principal purpose of creating unnecessary panic. The phrase is paraphrased in a well-known Holmes years in the United States Supreme Court in 1919. And you should not be saying that. And this happened on March 3rd, years ago. But is it against the law? The court ruled the First Amendment protects freedom of expression does not protect dangerous speech. Would you overcome someone falsely saying fire in public? Would you? Well, now that I've had my say about fire, for freedom of speech, we're going to have our say. When we return, here, when I try to look out to my niece, When we return, we're going to look at the gun rights. When we returned yesterday, we looked at the shooting. We're going to look at the gun rights in the Second Amendment. I mean, do we have the right to protect arms? I'm leaving my answer about that after the break. Now it's time to focusing on gun rights. You know that every person here has a right to bear arms because of the Second Amendment. But according to the Hill.com, gun rights, the Constitution needs to be amended to protect the lives of our nations. Whether you use terms gun violence, gun control, gun safety after a mass shooting, the one in Baltimore International, not to mention the other shootings. Why do people have to sell guns? You need more background checks. You need to wait years of background checks. If you don't wait for more background checks, what's going to happen is that many people are just going to be up and down. They're just going to buy more guns, have fake IDs. Let me tell you, the House Democrats look to hire Parkland students to work on gun violence issues. The issue with gun violence is that we need to start protecting our children from guns. There needs to be a certain age limit to introduce your children to guns. If you introduce them too early, let me tell you, many people are responsible. Many people are responsible when it comes to gun safety. And we're teaching our kids we got to teach kids a lot about safety. First, the safety of crossing the street by using crosswalks. Then the safety of bike safety. Training those first before you ride your bike. Then skateboard safety. Always wear a helmet. There is all kinds of safety that needs to be taught around here before we go into gun safety. A certain age to acquire a gun is not under the right age. But you see here, the thing is, when we're talking about gun violence, we're thinking about the school shootings that we talked about yesterday. But comparing that to this article from like hours ago, it's really going to be hard for like 7 a.m. This is really going to be hard for all of us. I mean, from Stoneman High School. This was during the massive March for Our Lives thing. What is that? Like, I would have to sit there and say, hey, look, we have to make sure that our children don't get into guns. If the child gets into the guns, and he's going to start figuring out, like, guns aren't toys. They're toy guns. And you have to teach your kids when you buy them like a toy gun to say, okay, child, okay, Henry. At least you're not bringing a gun to school. The reason why that is because the law is to protect us from gun safety. If you bring a knife or a gun to school, they won't have the right to confiscate it. You'll go to jail for possession of weapons, possession of school. We're going to get into that right now. Still ahead. But still ahead, though. When he went to school, this is focusing on gun violence, which most of this program is returning to guns and weapons and guns. We already focused on freedom of speech, but still ahead, though. The main question is, though, is it okay to bring weapons to school? My answer would be no. The full answer is going to be Brandon Google next. We're back with a new development. Now, some of you may have some different opinions about this next one I'm going to tell you right now. And in many instances, we've seen guns happen in school shootings. Would you ever consider being disciplined to bring a toy gun to school? This came in like 29 minutes ago. It's not a joke. The article says Lexington student disciplined to bring a toy gun to school. This was in Lexington, Kentucky. It says here, a Lexington student is being disciplined to bring a toy gun to school, the principal says. Lexington Industrial Management School Principal Larry Cornell released a letter to families in the situation saying they received a tip about the toy law enforcement and civil administration from the student. Lexington toy guns are considered a dangerous instrument in the school's code of conduct. And this is what the letter said. We're proud of those individuals who did the right thing by learning adults' situation. This situation provides a perfect opportunity for us to reinforce our children that even toy guns are not allowed in school. Please help us at home by taking your children about the importance of not bringing any items that are considered dangerous to school with them, and by monitoring the things they put in their backpacks. It's plastic. What would be wrong with a simple piece of plastic? Don't let someone just bring your niece to school, a pet knee, your bring a little kid to school to take care of them. No one had to babysit your kid, but you had to take them to school and had your teachers dealt with the crime. You would have been like, okay, class, today we're gonna Is there a problem here? I'll take you outside right now. Okay. And then they would report the incident, and you would have been suspended for you would have been expelled for bringing a baby to school. Now, what happened to some 19 hours ago? This was from Edison High School. This was from News 4 San Antonio. Edison High School student arrested after bringing a gun to school. That's what the district says. What did you say that quote's on? An Edison High School student has been arrested after he allegedly brought an unloaded gun to school on Tuesday. And the district released the following statement. Today we shared information with students and parents about the incident that occurred late yesterday at Edison High School. After school on Tuesday, teachers informed that the student had been seen what looked like the butt of a handgun. The teacher contacted the school administration and immediately notified the campus police. Officials looked at the student's phone and checked his backpack, which had a loaded handgun and no ammunition. It is important to know that we are not aware of any threats that have been made, and we believe there was no intention to harm anyone. However, it was incredibly foolish for the student to bring a weapon on campus and are still getting consequences. The student in 11th grader was arrested and charged with a felony, state and federal law require a student to be expelled from regular classroom and firearms school. We appreciate the individual who came forward with the information in this incident. It is important to remind everyone that if you see something, say something. That's their motto. This was from today. This is from KSAT, ABC 12. This is what they said. An SNX student was charged with felony bringing an unloaded gun to school. Why was the gun unloaded? I'll tell you, if you're gonna bring a gun to school, you better make sure it's loaded. Why bring an unloaded gun to school? Maybe you want to show off to your friends. That's not fine. You show off to your friends right after school. You don't search them. You don't bring it into school. I learned that the hard way. In second grade, I brought a toy sword to school. And I thought I was going to be in trouble. But the rules say, no guns, no mines. Knives and guns are allowed in school. That includes toy guns. It's plastic. And toy guns, that's plastic. It ain't going to hurt you. It's not a big deal. It's plastic. We care about our school safety. You know what we know without school safety? Without school safety, we would have more school shootings like every time. But this letter said, it's important that we're not aware of any threats having been made. We believe there was no intention to harm anyone. Said the officer. However, it was incredibly foolish for a student to bring a weapon on campus, and there are significant consequences. The letter said students were able to talk about the incident with teachers, counselors, and they will also be able to talk to any students who still might be quiet about the incident. The initial staff members will be around campus for the rest of the school year to provide greater security, and the male student was expelled. That was the teacher's decision. You bring a weapon to school, you're expelled. Period. I don't bring a gun to school. Neither would any of my friends. But his opinion of bringing a gun to school meant he wanted to show out to everyone. Take a look at these four. These four articles were from yesterday. During my day off of work. But still, it's not okay to bring weapons to school, period. Because if you were to bring weapons to school, you would be expelled. It's like any school. It's just like any school. If you bring a weapon to school, you'll be expelled. If you sign a contract, I don't know what school where you would have to sign a contract that says you would report school on time or not get in trouble. If you don't do those things, you're expelled. This was while we were doing Give Me a Break. This was from yesterday. Charter school staff are suspended after bringing a gun to school. And this was the letter to parents. After school staff became aware that the employee that was not armed brought the gun to school, We immediately called the police. The police came to school, peacefully escorted the staff member out of the building for questioning. The staff member was placed on infinite suspension. We think for no, we think that no time was the safety of our students in jeopardy. The police said there was no arrest made. The matter is still under investigation. Some of the students saw the weapon, spoke with the school counselor, and felt unsafe. But now that's done, let's talk about this. This was from yesterday. 3 people were charged to bring a gun onto school campus. The local school is put on lockdown, and 3 people are in custody after being found with a weapon firearm. They responded to Anchorage Sheriff's School around 9:45 p.m. Wednesday after reports 3 people. Douglas Stack Shepard, 18, was arrested for violating domestic order by having a loaded gun. He was also charged with a misdemeanor count of having a gun on the property of a school. Justin Ray Harley, who was listed as homeless, and Tabitha Bray Evans, 33 in Collins Springs, will be charged with aiding and abetting. They fired the shot. That's what happened. And this is from yesterday. Student arrested after bringing a gun onto Keenan High School. This was in Columbia, South Carolina. All my teenagers behind bars after he brought a gun to school, according to the sheriff's department. The 17-year-old was charged with illegally having a gun on school grounds, and having a stolen gun. That's theft. Kenny was found with burst of thunder, with a burst of thunder 40 caliber gun at high school after a school resource received a tip that Kenny had the gun in the book bag. The weapon also been stolen from the county. He's now at the Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center. My opinion about this is that no one should have to bring guns on the school property. Period. We have to make sure that our students are safe when it comes to school. When a child comes to school, the parents have to expect that the child will be safe there. They will be taken care of, and that if they break the rules, there's consequences. And if you make a mistake, you can make up for it. But out this last article, this was from WCNC. 3 arrested for bringing a gun onto school property. 3 people, including 2 teens and a 33-year-old, were taken. 3 people, 2 teens, 33-year-olds. 3 plus 2. So 3 plus 2 would equal 5. That's 6 people. So 6 people were taken to jail after police said they were spotted on school property with a shotgun. This was Charlotte, North Carolina. How did it happen? Well, listen. It happened when the day began for students, and this was Wednesday morning. They received a 911. The police received a 911 call from a driver saying they saw 3 people carrying a shotgun in the playpen area of the school. The driver also said one of the people pointed the gun at him as he drove by. Police notified school officials to immediately place the school in lockdown. The nearby school was also placed on lockdown as a precaution. The lockdown lasted about 20 minutes. Deputies arrested the suspects in and near a wooded area across the street from the school. Douglas Allen Shepard, Justin Wayne Haley, and Tabitha Evans, 2 teens and one 33-year-old, were charged with having a gun on the school property. Here's an excerpt from the letter. A statement saying, as always, we remain vigilant to suspicious activity on all of our campuses. We praise the staff at ADCAR for their quick action, spotting and reporting suspicious people on campus, and local law enforcement for their quick response in dealing with the situation. WTNH. And what about BB gun? This was the Monday. PD Shelton teen arrested for bringing a freaking BB gun to school. Can you believe that, Calypso? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? You bring a BB gun to school? A teenage girl was arrested for allegedly bringing a BB gun to school in Shelton on Monday. Police say officers responded to Shelton High School at 120 Meadow Street after school visitors were alerted by students that an 18-year-old Destiny Weiner was showing up what appears to be a semi-automatic handgun in the girl's bathroom. Officers say they are already on the scene for an unrelated matter and approached Ryan. Police said Ryan met them and she had a gun and hit officers and took her bag, which contained a loaded black BB gun that was similar to a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. She was arrested and charged with the possession of a weapon on school grounds and breach of peace. And she was released on a $2,500 fine. That is her opinion. She wants to take down the school, that's her opinion. The school was making it clear. No weapons are allowed on school grounds, period. Anytime you have a weapon, the teachers and the students, they have the right to report it. All the teachers, all the students, the teachers have the right to, the students have the right to report it to the principal. The principal can press, the district can decide to press charges. And there's cops everywhere in every school you go to. Period. And this was from Austin. Fox 7 Austin did an article yesterday, and it was updated. It was updated before I went to work. Austin police say 2 students accused of bringing a gun to Allen Carter High School have been arrested. And it happened 2 days ago. One student is a juvenile, the other 17 years old. The parents are concerned. They received a letter from a Tuesday's news saying a student brought an unloaded gun to school in violation of IDA Public School Code of Conduct. And the last part of the article, the bail for the 17-year-old was $20,000. Where would you get $20,000? Go to Family Feud and bail them out. The school has also asked students to no longer bring backpacks or large gym bags to school. Now come on! Why not bring backpacks to school when you need to carry something? If you need to carry your books and stuff, that's when you should have a backpack, or gym bags, or a book bag. If you're going to bring a backpack to school, then the police have the right, the security officers and the police, they have the right to search your bag. So don't come out with the clue saying, we don't want students bringing any backpacks anymore because of this incident. That's silly. You don't think you want students, teachers, bringing a loaded gun to school. Teacher brought a loaded gun to Center City Charter School. This was in freaking Philadelphia. Parents picking their children in Russell Byers Charter School. This is serious. What did the police say? That gun was loaded. No children were in danger. They say student safety is a top priority. It should be. That's our Mars Email Break for Night Special, which I'll tell you about next. Campus safety, school safety, student safety, and lockdowns. For the past hour, we've been focusing on school shootings and school safety for all schools in the area and school offenses. But tomorrow's Friday afternoon special, we're going to focus in on the lockdowns, student safety, and school safety, and every other safety in schools. That's our Friday afternoon special on Give Me a Break. And as always, I thank you for watching, everyone. Until next time, America. See you then.